Hello and welcome back to Faith, Feathers, and Fur. This week's video is going to be a little different. We didn't do really any filming this week as last Sunday, just after the video went live, our sweet princess passed away. She was 12 years old and I felt it very important to dedicate this entire week's video to Princess and her story. So let's go ahead and jump on in to the story of Princess. This is Princess. She's just 2.5 months old here. We would later find out. We already had 6 dogs when Princess came into our world. There's just a few pictured right here. But my grandma was bent on getting a puppy. Here she is with Princess. She managed to figure out how to use Google and look up the shelter and found her Princess and got her while we were out of town. So in popped our cute little Princess. She was a happy, bouncing, energetic little puppy, and my grandparents had just a few toys for her when we got back. So of course we had to buy her all the things. She got bones, she got more toys, she got everything under the sun that any little puppy could ever dream of having. Unfortunately, within about a couple of months, my grandparents could no longer take care of her, and so she just blended in with our pack of now 7. Princess taught us so much over the years, and she started out with teaching us patience. She would run for hours and hours, and she just had so much energy. It was just next level. Unfortunately, when she hit 2 years old, she ended up having seizures, which then taught us about the world of seizures in dogs. We were able to manage her seizures with medicine, and she lived the happiest, fullest life. It did tone her down a bit, but really it took her from warp speed to just regular puppy speed. Quick little story of her. I was on my motorcycle one day and I was riding out this long logging road and I was just flying. I was booking it out. I was going a good 45 miles an hour and I got out to the end of it and I turn around and there's Princess. I could not believe it. She kept up with me the entire way and about freaked me out. Thought she was a mountain lion to begin with. But it was just our little Princess. As you see here, she loved her water time. She loved her pools. She loved the horse's water trough. She loved my grandma's pool. She loved to just be going constantly, and she was a definite water dog. She definitely lived a bigger, larger life than most dogs ever get to. And for that, I am just so thankful. She went everywhere with us. She was constantly on the go. Wherever we went, she was there riding along. So you'll see lots of pictures of her in the car. She loved to curl up on anything soft and cozy that she could possibly find, including our laps in bed. Because we traveled so much, I require all our dogs to have shoes. There are stickers and hot cement places that we go, and they've got to be able to have protection on their feet. So here she is with her shoes trying to get used to it. And yeah, needless to say, we had a whole yoga session. She eventually did learn to like them, especially when it was hot cement and she put her paw on it and realized that's not comfortable and my shoes make it so much better. She ended up being quite a large dog, and here she is just sprawling out on a king-size bed, just enjoying life. And she sure did love my grandma. I can't tell you how many times we would find her in positions like this. She was so funny, and of course she had to be involved in everything, including our card games. the day did come where we were at the vet and having to consider braces for her. All her running and doing led to these cute little braces. These little braces were so amazing. They got her around for so long. And I know I've talked a lot about my grandma and her love for Princess, but my grandpa very much loved her as well. She was a wonderful companion for both of them for so many years. And she stuck around and saw them all the way until the end. She was there when my grandpa passed and was a wonderful companion to my grandmother until her last days. She hit the road with us and helped us start out our new journey after caregiving for my grandparents for so many years. She got to experience some new experiences. She'd never really been in snow until this last winter, and I think she really enjoyed it. But she got to see us start this new chapter of our life, and for that we are so thankful that she got to come along on the beginnings of our new life. And while life started to get harder and harder, she didn't get slowed down one bit. She just kept going. She loaded up in the wheelbarrow and she'd come along, and she wasn't going to miss out on any of the action. So with that, thank you so much for joining me on this Remembering Princess episode. She really was a treasure, and I thank you for sharing in her journey. Until next time, from my flock, herd, pack, and heart to yours, God bless. We'll see you soon.